That's all.
Hey guys, welcome to UOKORNOT episode 11. And this is going to be the first episode of our new content column called Spoopy Season.
Ooh.
Alright, so Spoopy Season is basically we're going to locations of horror stories that people put online, and then we're going to read the stories there. And we have never read the stories before, so we're going to surprise ourselves.
Wait, why is it spoopy?
Okay, so
Why is it not spooky? Why is it spoopy?
Spoopy because it's going to be really creepy, so we want to make it cute so it's not too scary.
Okay.
Alright, so right now we are at PASIR RIS Park, if you can see. Right, so we are at PASIR RIS Park and we've selected 2 stories online, and we're gonna go to the location itself where the story is said to have happened, and we'll read those stories to you.
Yes, hope you'll be spooked out.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Hey, not spooked out, spooked out.
Spooked out, right. See ya. Right, so right now we're heading into the mangrove swamp, and it's all the way inside. It's quite dark, so you might not end up seeing anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is Amirul, the man in yellow.
You know why I wear yellow or not?
Why wear yellow?
So you can see me. In case we get lost.
Bro, very dark.
Okay, you can just let your eyes adjust.
Wow, zibai.
Alright, so we're at the location now. This is the docks, right? Or pier. Yeah, this is the pier.
It's like a pier, like there's a boat down there.
Yeah, this is the pier. As you can see at the back, that is the river that's heading towards what's it? PASIR RIS Park. PASIR RIS Park. And then on the other side we have well, you can't see. But yeah, basically it's a river running all the way in.
It's very scary.
Hi guys, welcome back to UOKORNOT episode 11. Today's episode is a little bit special. It's called Spoopy Season, and we're gonna have them once every month, where we take internet stories, we take internet horror stories, and we head down to the location itself.
Yes.
And we tell you those stories live.
Yes, and right now we are at PASIR RIS Park.
Right now we are at PASIR RIS Park. This is where the stories is set, right?
Yes.
Around the area. And as you can see, it's quite dark. Like I mean, you guys can't see anything, but my eyes have already adjusted, so I can kind of see
Amirul,
a little bit. Yeah.
I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes.
Left, right, and center.
I'm very itchy right now.
All right, let's start the story. Okay. So this is we have 2 stories today.
Yes.
And this collection is titled Phantom Rider.
And to keep it fun, actually this guy Amirul, he kept the stories from me. he don't tell me what the story is about. He just want to spook me out.
Yeah.
Alright.
So if you don't know, Adrian is more on the scary side.
Hey, you this spooky. Hey, my manly image is there. Okay.
Right.
Let's get started.
Alright, so let's get started. Phantom Rider. Right. The first story is contributed by Very Fascinating. And let's listen to her fascinating story.
Okay, let's go.
I was at PASIR RIS Park. There was a organizing of a school camp there, and I had to travel from one end of the park to the other on a bicycle. The back of the bicycle had this seat, like those you get on old bikes. Yeah. So I was just cycling normally when suddenly it became very hard to cycle. Paddling became very tough, as if I was carrying extra weight behind me. I felt like I wasn't alone, like someone was sitting on the seat behind. It was generally flat ground with the occasional upslopes here and there, but it still felt like I was carrying an extra person on the bike. I was like, oh shit, got something tumpanging my right. Then I saw a pair of friends who were walking on foot across this bridge over a wide longkang, or you call canal. I was like, oh, maybe there'll be strength in numbers. So I raced up the bridge, hoping to catch up with them. But once I started going up the bridge, before I met up with my friends, suddenly the weight on the back of the bike was lifted, and it was immediately easier to pedal, which is strange since I was going up slope onto the bridge. Looking back, I think it might have to do with the Taoist belief that every bridge has a god or a deity, and hence spirits cannot cross bridges. That's why the ghost left the bike immediately once I went up the bridge, because it cannot cross it. This belief is also the reason why during a Chinese funeral, when you need to transport the hearse carrying the body across the bridge, you need to ask your past relative to cross with you. Anyway, after that I caught up with my friends who were very happy to see me on the bike. One of them wanted to tumpang and sat exactly where something sat merely seconds ago. I didn't tell him, but nothing happened to him. Alright, so right now we have the second story. So we have this contributor. Name is Tricky Connections 541. 541, yeah. So this is the story.
Okay, let's go.
One incident was when we decided to take a stroll at the PASIR RIS Park. I was with my aunt and uncle, and we went at night. We were walking, and note that we were totally alone. There was no one there. We only saw a few people also walking, but we didn't see anyone cycling. Then we heard the bicycle ring behind us. So we moved to the side. The cyclist cycled past us. We didn't think much about it. We heard it again, and again we moved to the side. The cyclist passed us, and again we heard it, so we moved. But this time I noticed the cyclist was wearing the same shirt as the first two encounters. Didn't think much about it. It happened again. This time I recited prayers and moved to the side along with my aunt and uncle. My aunt is the type to say stuff bluntly, so she said, "Walao, at night also got people cycling. Crazy, ah." I just told her to say nothing else. Leave them be. And then suddenly, it got cold. Like really, really cold. For me, my mom does this thing where she checks the weather and temperature before going out. So yes, she checked it before letting me out. And she would text me if it was about to rain. It got really, really cold. And I said to my aunt and uncle, let's go back. They didn't question further because I think they knew something was up. I decided to take another route back. Again we heard the ringing. This time I recited my prayers a little bit louder, and my aunt and uncle followed suit, and we just moved to the side. I managed to steal a glance, and the cyclist was wearing the same thing. But the difference is that the cyclist was now looking at us instead of facing forward. We didn't say anything and went back. On the way back, I suddenly remembered the first time I went there. My cousin, the one who did not want to follow me today, was cycling at the park with me. I remember her stopping and her expression turned serious. I asked her, why? And she just said nothing. I got dizzy a bit, so we stopped. When we were on our way back to our rooms, she asked me, hey, just now you got hear anything? I said, "No." And she replied, "Oh, then I must really be dizzy." I paid no attention, but I cannot help but think that I might be hearing what she was hearing before, that laughter coming from far away. And we have this thing that's like, when you hear it, it's distant, it means it's close. When you hear it and it's close, it means it's far. So my heart was palpitating. I got so scared, I just recited prayers over and over. Now back to the story. My aunt and uncle already sent me back to the room. I never said anything because I was scared. I didn't say anything until we were back home. I told my cousin, "Do you remember the time we went cycling?" She said, "Yeah." And before I could continue, she said, "Did you hear it too?"